Hello, people of the internet. Okay, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this because I am so passionate about music and I take a lot of pride in my music taste. So on this little 0.5 quasi vlogmas episode, you and me are about to walk on through my Apple Music Replay 2024 because I think this year for my music was phenomenal. So I'm going to take you guys through my top artists, then we're going to go through top albums, and then we're going to go month by month top songs. If you would like to follow me on there, I am at irlanesaintcyrbusiness. Some of you guys already do because I posted about it on Instagram, but I actually update my playlist. I actually keep up with it. So if you're ever in the look for some new songs, some new tunes, follow me on there. I got you. I'm just going to go ahead and say now, if you are watching this right now and you have the ability to use headphones, I highly recommend you do. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this in a way that this video doesn't get blocked. I don't care if it gets copyrighted, but if it gets blocked, that's a problem. I'm going to like faintly try to play some of the songs in the background and put it to one of the earbuds in the final edit of this so you can actually hear the songs I'm talking about. Let's just hope and pray that this video doesn't get blocked. Okay, so my top 5 artists this year have been Mac Ayres, Kali Uchis, it's pronounced B, the 3 is supposed to be a B, Vince Staples, and Daniel Caesar. Let's do Mac Ayres first. I actually such a big Mac Ayres fan right now. I know this song called Easy that went viral on the internet. It's like, I can say that loving you is easy. And I like that song a lot, but I actually took the time to listen to his discography because that man voiced like butter. You know, some people that are put on this earth to do something, they're just too good at it. You know that they were literally made to do that one thing and nothing else. I think he's absolutely put on this earth to sing and do nothing else because his album Magic 8 Ball and Something to Feel have been my favorites. From Magic 8 Ball, I really love Where You Going Tonight, Sunset on 62 or Sunny on 62, and then Something to Feel I really loved. The title track Something to Feel, I absolutely love his voice again, just like butter. Roses, literally such a nice sultry soulful voice, and I wouldn't even expect that from looking at him. I'm like, you look at him and you would not expect him to sing like that, and he does. So I really love that. From Kali, I was listening to a lot of her I Wish You Roses album, as well as, excuse my Spanish, Orquídeas. I'm pretty sure it's just orchid in Spanish. And the repackage on that album, Adicto, love that song. And then Young, Rich, and in Love from just like the main album, love her, so good. And then B, I actually found on TikTok and I was like, oh yeah, give me like 20 more of these because I love music that sounds like old school 2000s Justin Timberlake, the Neptunes, that vibe. And he makes music just like that. At the time of when I found him, he only had one album out called Listen, but he recently just came out with another. The Listen album is the one that I'm sure is the reason why he's on here because it's actually so good. My favorite song by him is absolutely Backpack. I love the bridge on there. I love everything. The song is just so good. And Vince Staples, Mr. Vince, I've been listening to him since high school and I kind of fell off because between high school I only listened to his EP. I'm pretty sure it's called Prima Donna, the one with his big blown up head. Since then I listened to a little bit of Self-Titled, I listened to a little bit of Big Fish, a little bit of FM, but this summer he came out with Dark Times, and even though it's contradictory to the nature of when the album came out, that album front to back is so good. Y'all are gonna hear it either now or later in the video. Honorable mentions are Etouffee, love that song. Black and Blue, eat that song down. And then Daniel Caesar, I was listening to a lot of his Blue album, I forget what it's called, but that album, and I was listening to a lot of his back discography around the time of like Japanese Denim, that vibe, just because I don't know, I was like in the mood to get back into my R&B vibe. I feel like that is definitely my top genre now. I used to be more of a pop inspired of other genres girl. Now I think I'm just like mainly R&B soul because I really just like the grown up chill vibe and not too much in my ear, and songs that actually are attuned to emotions I'm feeling right now. Like I understand those songs more now because they are things that I have felt or are feeling, or I don't know, you just feel like you're connected and tapped into those feelings even if you haven't had the experiences yet. So it's great. And then I have 2 honorable mentions because they're not my top 5. So K-Tronada made it into my top 10. That album he just came out with, Timeless, I'm so regret every single day that I didn't go to the concert because I love that song. My absolute favorite song on there is Do To Me with Anderson .Paak. I heard a snippet of it a year before it came out from this TikTok, and I was like, what song is that? What song is that? What song is that? Turned out it wasn't even out yet. And then Don Toliver made it into my top 10. He's number 10. Unironically, one of my favorite like rappers, artists right now. I love his tone of voice. I love the way he plays with beats. I love the way he plays with his raps and inflections. I really enjoyed Hearthstone Psycho. And then his Lovesick album that came out, I think last year, I was just listening to it a lot. Like every time I thought I was done listening to it, I would find a new song off of it that I didn't really hear that well or listen to right, and then I would just fall in love with it all over again. Now we've made it to top albums. This is my favorite part. So we're gonna go through my top 10 and I will do the honorable mentions. So number 10, we got Hearthstone Psycho, Don Toliver. Again, ate that song down. So honorable mentions from that, I have a couple. We've got Attitude, that's track number 4, the one that goes oh, that one. We got Bandit, amazing running song. Inside featuring Travis Scott, Rockstar Girl, Love Is a Drug, and Geeked Up featuring Yeet. One thing I really love about Don Toliver is I feel like he makes really good, not necessarily party music, but like kickback music. Like he can go really hype to really chill, but it all is like fun in the process. I really like that. Number 9, we have Kali Uchis's Never Be Yours. She finally released it as a single, and I have a special connection to this song. It's not like that big of a deal, but Lana had posted a TikTok on her account of a day that we had together, and she used that song in the background, and I've never heard it up until then. So I fell in love with it, and I just kept listening to it ever since she released it. Definitely one of my favorite Kali Uchis songs for sure. Number 8 is funny because I had a little bit of a G-Eazy resurgence. You guys may not know this, but I was a big G-Eazy fan back in high school. I fell out of it heavy these days, but I am a huge fan, so I was just re-listening to his whole discography. So that's what that is. And then 7, we have Current by Tame Impala. I finally exited my body and took away the TikTokification of Eventually, and finally actually gave that album a chance, and it is so good. I can definitely see why it's a classic, why it's all reliable. The thing came out in 2015 and still has great replayability. I really fell in love with track 7, The Less I Know The Better. Amazing driving song, really good summer vibe. Feels like you're just driving down with the windows blowing in your hair, going to the beach, coming of age vibes. Love it. I also really love track number 2, Nangs. I love songs that just feel like an experience. Feels like the opening to something, or some really dramatic scene is going on in your head and in the headphones. And then Disciples, I also really loved. And then I fell in love with New Person, Same Old Mistakes. When Lisa from Blackpink came out with her song Rockstar, the little bridge part, she sampled this song, and I was like, oh, and I just like heard it with different ears, so it sounded a lot better. And number 6, Timeless by K-Tronada. Where do I start? So again, we got Do To Me by Anderson .Paak featuring saint-cyr.
You know what you do to me? I said no, well I don't usually. She said, whip it all out. I said, no doubt, fuck it all now. She said, you know.
Literally so good. And then I also loved Snap My Fingers. Super catchy. It's just like dun, 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 dun. It feels like you're like walking down the streets of Atlanta, or at least in her case, the UK. Really fun. Oh, I forgot. Video by Raven Lene, track number 8 off of Timeless. Her and K-Tronada go together like peanut butter and jelly. I love this song so much. It's like so sexy, you know what I mean? If you want to feel like a grown sexy woman, like sex appeal just oozing out of you, the way Raven Lene sings is the embodiment of that. When she sings, it sounds like there is just oil dripping off of her, and she like sounds like what that looks like, and I love her for that. Number 5, Cloudy by Mac Aris made it onto here very last minute. He quite literally just released this, like not even a couple weeks ago, but I think it made it on here so quickly because I'm not joking, every single time I picked up my phone, I've listened to these 2 songs off of this album. Track number 2, Circles, I love so much. I don't know why it makes me feel like that. I like songs that kind of have a bit of a bittersweet, melancholic feeling to them, making you feel things you probably haven't even really experienced yet. And then number 3 just makes me want to cry.
Faces in the crowd, promised and I don't know I should.
I think the reason why I like this song so much is because I have felt this before. The song is called Somebody New, and based off of the lyrics and just how I interpreted it when I heard it for the first time, I think is an embodiment of when you try really hard to keep something together and you stay in those unfortunate situations just because like that's what you're used to, as well as the case of you don't want it to end, you want to make it work. Not everything is meant to last forever, so instead of wasting that time with the person who you know isn't that great for you, you'd rather just spend it with somebody new. new, and I really love that song. It's so pretty. Again, voice like butter. I have a sore throat, by the way, so excuse me. Album number 4. We have made it to Childish Gambino. We got Bando, Stone in the New World. There's only 2 songs off of here I really was vibing with, but were very much on repeat when this album did come out. So Steps Beach was the first one I was like, ooh. Again, love songs with this just like chill vibe. Reminds you of chilling by the pool or chilling by the lake on a summer early afternoon or even sunset. Cruising featuring Yeet. That is also a very great workout song if you're just like pissed and want to put that energy into somewhere. Number 3, we got Chromacopia. Unpopular opinion, I actually didn't love Chromacopia that much. And before you shoot me, let me defend myself. So I'm a big Tyler fan. Finally got on the Tyler wave properly between Cherry Bomb and Flower Boy, and I haven't looked back since. I like Chromacopia as a body of work. I think when I was listening to it top to bottom, I thoroughly enjoyed the experience, but it's a case of like songs I would listen to individually, not in the context of listening to the entire album. This album didn't have that many of those songs for me, as opposed to Igor or Call Me If You Get Lost, where I find myself listening to individual songs on their own outside of listening to the entire album. While it's not my favorite Tyler album of all time, I'll give him his flowers for Saint Chroma featuring Daniel Caesar. I love the way he used Daniel's voice on this track. It sounds so beautiful. It's like hauntingly beautiful. The way Daniel sings, it sounds so like yearning and like I love that. It almost made me cry, honestly. And it's like, this is not the song to cry to, but Daniel Caesar's voice is just too good. I like Darling I a lot. A lot of people like to crap on Tizo Touchdown, but I am a fan of Tyler X Tizo Touchdown. What can I say? Oh, I also love track 6, I Killed You. Childish Gambino on the bridge, beautiful. I love songs that just sound like sparkles. In fact, that entire beat change, so good. So pretty. I also really love Judge Judy, track 7. Kind of a dirty song when I actually deeped it and listened to the lyrics. Very kinky, very sexual, very that vibe. But if there's one thing I love juxtaposition. I love a really kinky, dirty, nasty song with just the most beautiful voice singing it, or production or arrangement, whatever. And Judge Judy does that. And the thing with Tyler is, I don't know, I don't look at him and think, oh, that's like a sexual being. Like, he doesn't strike me as somebody like that with the way he presents himself. It's on songs like this. It also reminds me of a song, Blow My Load or Blow Your Load from Cherry Bomb. Literally has like sound effects of somebody performing fellatio. I just wouldn't expect that, and then he does songs like this, so it always throws me off. But I do like the production of the song. He sounds great. Obviously Sticky, amazing workout song. And then I also really like Him, just a really sad song, low-key when you deep it, but I didn't deep it too much because that's not my business. And number 2, this one might shock you because I feel like he's been acting a little bit crazy lately and embarrassing me a tad, but 4 Bats. You guys know that song? I come inside by 8 p.m. That song? That's 4 Bats. He did very much come out with an album, and I did very much listen to it so much, like probably for a good 2 months straight. My sister and I, we love track number 9, All We Do Is Argue, argue.
Why you break my heart? Why you told me all those lies? You say you was mine, then you told me it's goodbye. All we do is argue. Then I call you, tell you I love you.
Amazing. 4 Bats 2 is another person who has too pretty of a voice, and they sing like the craziest things. Track number 6 is Effing You, 18 plus. Straight explicit vulgar song, but he sounds so pretty singing it. Track number 8, even crazier, but sounds so good singing it. I have been like trying to change my music listening habits in terms of who I listen to. I've just been trying to be very intentional with the things I consume. I've been reading my Bible a lot, so I'm trying to make changes in my life in that way. So as of late, I have not been listening to it, but when this first came out, very great songs. I also really love track number 10, I Hate to Be Alone. Just a sonically beautiful song. I heard this song for the first time. I was driving home from my old job, and it was raining all the time, like the whole way home, and then this song came on and a rainbow was like coming into the sky, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was literally so unreal. And then number 1, the big dog, we got Dark Times, Vince Staples. I am still to this day listening to this album front to back. Track number 1 is your classic opening track, nothing too crazy. Track number 2, Black and Blue. Oh, literally one of my favorite type of songs to a T. I love, like I said, almost anthem like in a movie, just like black and blue. So good. I love it. Like I said, I feel like the time of release of this album as opposed to the actual theme of this album is very juxtaposing, so I'm listening to it more now in the fall and winter time because I feel like the theme just fits it more. One of my favorite times to listen to this song is when I'm driving down the highway. It's overcast, roll the windows down, it's just mad windy. I feel like that vibe just suits it so good. Or late at night, especially when I'm driving back from downtown and the lights and everything are in your face and you're just speeding down the freeway. Love it. Like I said, I also love Etouffee, a certified hood classic. I would love if somebody had a kickback, invited me to it, and played this song. Please do that. The bridge for Nothing Matters, track number 10. So good. Again, it's a very melancholic song. Songs like this kind of mellow me out. I'd rather feel a little bit numb or nothing as opposed to just feeling really high, intense feelings of anxiety and like stress. And this song really brought me back down to earth a little bit. The bridge is the beauty of this song, truly.
Why would you tell me that you love me when you don't? No time for arguing, I'm hanging up the phone. You made a promise that you'll never do me wrong. Guess that doesn't matter. Nothing really matters.
Her name is Maddie Davis. I literally DM'd her on Instagram to let her know how much she made this song like one of my favorite songs. And then honorable mentions, we got Lil Homies, track 11, right after Nothing Matters. Life hard, then I go harder. Life hard, then I go harder. Literally a banger. Certified hood classic. Track number 3, Government Cheese. Number 5, Shame on the Devil. I think Vince Staples absolutely won his place for this being my top album because I actually love it. So now we're gonna go month by month and I will give you my honorable mentions for each month that I already haven't discussed. So for January, my honorable mention is my second most listened to song of the month. It is called It's Only You by Destin Conrad. When I think of R&B, that's this boy right here. February was Valentine's Day. Ooh, as expected. Young, Rich, and in Love. Kali Uchis. I totally did not play out his song. This is one of the like Spanish songs, one of the few I know bar for bar. Not bar for bar, but like pretty close. That song is also another song that just makes me feel so sexy, and I did translate the lyrics, so I know what she's saying. But March, I was listening to, I'll say, Amare's Fantasy. We gonna need some more Hennessy. Tell me how much you into me. Like that song a lot. Very fun song to dance to. Ooh, April. Okay, so April, I started listening to Espresso, but I'm not gonna give that the honorable mention. I'm gonna give it to Daniel Caesar, Cyanide. That song, real sexy. Wind up your body upon me. Okay, May was my birthday month. What was I listening to? Oh, I forgot. Me and Liana, when we went hiking, she showed me this song. It came on in her car and I was like, ooh, I love this. It's called Late Checkout by Hotel Ugly. Just, again, a good everything. It is sonically a masterpiece. I love songs like this. I listen to it the entire drive back on loop. Yeah, June is literally all the songs I mentioned. I'll give July's honorable mention to probably an unexpected song. It's Radiohead, Everything in Its Right Place. Right? Nobody thought I was gonna say that, right? But I heard this in a vlog from Ian Fonz and I was like, ooh, what is this song? Like, I love, again, just that melancholy, almost haunting feeling that some people can convey with the track or their voice, and I really love this song. August, all songs I mentioned already, but I'll give it to Alright, Victoria Monet. That song is actually produced by K Tronada. Literally a banger. Also, when we went to MJQ, me and Leona, we heard that song. It was so fun. Ooh, okay, September is very, very, very special for me because around this time I was, like I said, really locking in with reading my Bible and trying to nurture my relationship with God. So I was like, I need help with immersion and really putting myself into those places. And I almost fasted secular music for a little bit because I was really wanting to build my worship playlist. So I'm gonna give the honorable mention to this song called Chosen by Madison Ryan Ward. When I tell you, I bawled my eyes out the first time I heard this song, and then I continue to this day if I hear it in the wrong mood. At the time, I was really struggling with seeing my worth as a person and feeling like I had any purpose or any real reason to be alive and to like do anything. This song really helped me get through that. Literally what she says, you are chosen, you have been picked, you are loved. Don't compare yourself, don't diminish yourself in any way because you have been chosen by God. You've been chosen by the Most High, your ultimate creator. So my top artist for October was B, like I said. Instead of Backpack, I'll give it to Kyoto because I feel like it fits this fall winter vibe more. Again, one of those just like windows down, windy days, walking down the city, driving down the city vibes. I love it so much. Oh, that's so interesting. So my November top songs are kind of crazy. All these songs I really love, so I don't know what I want to make my honorable mention. I'll give it to Sunday, and I listen to it all the time, just like wow, like it's actually crazy how talented some people are. I really like it because I feel like when I did find it, it's a very good representation of the real experience of I am suffering, I need you right now, like I don't know what to do, I need you more than everything, as the song says. And it's just, I love it. It's very beautiful, so nice. I didn't mention this, but called Flight 99 featuring Masego by Taku. This song was on repeat for a very long time. I love this song so much, so I'm happy it made it to number 2. You guys, that concludes my Apple Music Replay 2024 award show. If you rock with any of these songs, do let me know which ones you vibe with, or if you have song suggestions down below that you think I would like, by all means do let me know, because I'm always looking for some. Like I said, follow me on Apple Music if you want to keep up and listen to the exact same music I listen to. I have a current favorite playlist that I always am updating. But yeah, that's all I got for this little video. I will see y'all in a proper Vlogmas vlog, but I just wanted to do a cute little in between like this. Down below in the pinned comments, I'm going to leave a prompt for you guys to reply to leave some questions for a Q&A. I want it to be kind of like an advice video, and I'll make that my next little like in-betweener for this vlog. Anyway, happy holidays, happy Vlogmas, love you, see you in the next video, peace out.